fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What now? 185.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hank. Shoot.
They'll start here with Jackson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
You can't block me. Kill.
Later two.
Kill. Hey, switch gears. Under 10. 10.
Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
He's checking.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Down. 180.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 13. Check 13.
Hey, 734. You're mine.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Come on.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 30. Like Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams came to the Raiders in March. Came up the coast from L.A., where he caught 41 balls last year with the Chargers. His best year was 2016 when the Chargers were still in San Diego. Over 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On the draw, it's Jackson. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Here I come. Low. Hey, watch it. Hey, check 24. Check, cross.
694.
From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Ready? 50-15, line. 15 line. 54, back 54.
All day, every day.
And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
General West! Bravo! Now!
From the gun, it's Elway. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie!
From the shotgun, Elway. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
70, Indy. Go on.
Shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Check 31.
Hey, lock it.
Check 3.
Check go.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Down. 180.
Blue down. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now it's Jackson.
Go.
Credit the tackle to Isaac Yiadom.
He's brought down at the 31.
Here comes the ball.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after one on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
On second down now. It's Jackson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Now, let's go. 180. Hey, we're good. We're good. 180. Sit. Slam. Back.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Check. Squeeze. Let's go.
They'll try the draw. Lindsey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Wood.
Out of the gun. Elway. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Carr now to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Say. Watch the out. Right. Check three. Switch.
Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Get that quarterback D-line.
White.
On on the draw. Here's Jackson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On third and long, it's Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Just shy of midfield. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. From just shy of midfield, Carr looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Check.
White Monday down.
Operating from the gun, Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Ready.
Now Elway to throw. He completes this to Sutton. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Elway. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Broncos.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Operating from the gun. Elway. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Elway. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 11 yards there, 1st down. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Elway. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Not too many teams will use a 1st-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the 1st round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
No game on this defense. No. Jim. Check 4. Watch safety creep.
Leo.
Safety creeping. Check 43. Kill.
Hey, Sam off.
He's coming. Double up.
Let's go.
They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
54.
Get it.
From midfield, Elway. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. Any weapon. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Back at his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. On the counter, Lindsey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
Set, ready? 15 line. 15 line.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you.
Ready, go. Ready.
Now they'll throw it with Elway. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 19 yards away, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Showing it. Check nickel. Right down.
Now Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Carr now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
You're mine. Check 50.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Throwing on third and long. Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Well, now Elway has it stripped. The ball is out, and the Raiders have recovered. So the coach putting the blitz on it. Remember, that coach, former defender in this league. He loves this.
Yeah, they love to see it happen because I think they just have that flashback about when they were playing, right? And that's what we were taught. That's what we did. And they've used that same impact with their own teams and do the same type of teaching.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Hey, Delta. Check 25.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
I got you, 45.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Now Carr. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Hey, right on 2.
Get there. 43 is the mic.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Raiders nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it. Couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Stop your whining.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS. He's right, chief. He gets
Carl try it again on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 79 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week one. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They run again with Jackson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
Monday, down. 180.
Double tight, double tight.
Three down. What's it?
They'll run on first down. Jackson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
Hey, 734. Get set.
Now they'll throw with Carr. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
What now? 185.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
On first down, Jackson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Down. 180.
Check 53. Watch the run. They're running it.
On third down, this is Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
Monday, down. 180.
Number 53.
180.
One final try now for Carr. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last